Think about it. Why does Xur actually wear, like, a hood? Why can we never see his face? It's because he doesn't want us to notice him in public. He knows. He builds us up. We get excited. We get hopeful. Oh, we want heavy synths. We want, you know, Gjallar horns. We want all this stuff. And in the end, all he does is give us free tears. And that's what it is. It's all that buildup. The emotional mind games, Xur. Why you do this? You're like an evil Santa Claus. You don't have the naughty or nice list. You have the naughty list and the naughty list. And he's a troll. A lot of people have mixed feelings on Xur. I want to know what yours are, and I talked about this a long time ago, but I wanted to kind of revise what I said and talk about how my opinions on it have changed. Now, for those that do not know who Xur is this little hooded villain that sits somewhere in the tower or the reef that gives away, and I say gives away because strange coins are about as rare as a Kardashian headline. So let's just be honest with ourselves right now. Anyone that says you earn things in this game, everything is based on RNG. The loot table for Xur, RNG. You getting drops in Nightfall, RNG. There is no real way to earn things. You can participate more and increase the likelihood of getting exposed to the one item you may be hunting down, but there is no real way to earn it. So anybody that's in here, man, I've been putting in my hours. I've been trying so hard. I earned this. No, you didn't. You got lucky. In the end, that's all it comes down to. You played enough to eventually run into that one thing that you were looking for. You sleep with enough nasty-ass chicks, you're gonna get an STD. You earned that syphilis, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Alright, so, pushing that aside, that's one of the major disputes. You just need to get over that. And the other thing that I noticed with the community, especially when the Gjallar horn is sold, is, man, I pumped in so many hours doing this. You got it, right? The reward is the best part. Now, this may be different for other people, but I'm there for the journey, man. And it sounds like some stupid-ass lyric from a song by John Mayer, but, like, literally, like, it's not about the destination. I'm not there for the loot. I'm there for the grind. I'm there for the journey, and it's a lot of fun. And it's so rewarding when you know you've invested so much time into hunting that elusive item, weapon, armor, or whatever it may be, even in real life, that girl that you're looking for, or that Pokemon card you need. Oh, first editions. And it's so good when you actually get the opportunity to have it in your possession. I need to backtrack real quick. I know I mentioned finding that girl you want, and I don't want anyone to believe that I'm acting like women are material things. They're great for many things, like, you know, I'll follow up with that in another video, but I'm kidding, guys. God, stop so sensitive. But seriously, in the end, it feels so good when you actually find that one thing that you've been hunting for, and that is part of the benefit. So those guys that actually buy things from Xur, sure, they miss out on that opportunity. Take, you know, some moment and a bit of gratitude and appreciation for something that you actually grinded for and were fortunate enough to get. And, even more so, stop bitching at people that decided to take a shortcut at it. You act like, and all these people that complain about this, people really do get upset about Xur, and they act like they've never used him before. Please tell me you didn't buy the regime in week 3. Tell me you never bought heavy ammo since during the drought, the Crota drought of 2015. Act like you never used him for anything. Please lie to my face. I'm into that shit. You know what I mean? All these people are hypocrites. Okay, it may not as be on the tier of the Gjallar horn or some of these higher tier weapons, but you've used him for something, whether or not it's the big loot from the new DLC drop or whatever it is. Strange coins are everywhere. So, yeah, everything from him is pretty much inexpensive. Now, I'm going to come to this thing real quick, now that I've done bitching at everyone bitching about him. Do I think Xur should be in this game? Hypocrite switch on. No, I don't. And that would just be my preference. Now, I gotta first mention why I think he's in the game. I think he's in the game as basically a handicap, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm not talking about people either, before we go down that route. I'm not that kind of guy. I mean more along the lines of like a bowling score thing. It's to kind of level the playing field, and that's not getting bigger. I'm still digging these hopes. I'm ready to just, the Guardians are going to take me in a minute. But I honestly think that it is in the game for people that do not have a lot of time to invest in the game. It is there to allow people to purchase some of the better items in the game if the opportunity presents itself with limited participation. In the end, it's kind of like a participation medal. You know when kids that are like 6 years old get a trophy for soccer and it's because, you know, they just simply participated? You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of that. I feel like if you do anything, you need to earn it, and you need to, you know, you have to win something. And even though I'm anti, you know, they should do this, I feel like in some way you need to put the effort forward and get it. And I know what I'm saying, it sounds kind of hypocritical, but understand that even though that's how I feel, I'm not one of those guys saying, hey, this shouldn't be how it is. I understand, especially as a father and as a husband, I understand that not a lot of people have time to grind out this game. Now, sure, you could say all day long in MMOs and stuff, well, the people that spend the time and invest the time into killing bosses and doing all this stuff and doing all the raids and getting all the loot deserve that loot, and they deserve an advantage over the other people. I'm one of those guys that feels that way. But I'm also not one of the guys that tell other people they can't have it, and this handicap is in the game for those people that have lives, but still want to have a chance to experience the game in the same capacity other people are. And the way I look at this is, even though I feel that way, and I feel like the game would be far more interesting if, you know, in week 3, 90 million people didn't have the regime, and the game would have played out entirely differently. Only the people that invested the time would have had the opportunity to use such a great weapon, and the game would have been different. But, alas, here we are. And like I said, I'm not going to tell anybody they're wrong or they shouldn't use XUR, because in the end, the best part about him is he's optional. In my opinion, he is optional. If you want to keep grinding for those weapons and you don't want to take the shortcut, you can choose to not to. But for those that want to use him, that do not have all the time in the world and want to take advantage of him, he's there for those people too. It's a win-win. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, it hurts me. It doesn't really hurt you. Yeah, you run into a couple extra guns in Crucible that you might not have because they didn't find it by other means, but it really is not hurting anyone. So yeah, do I personally think XUR should be in the game? No. But I'm glad he is for my friends. So in the way, I am conflicted. I understand why he's there, and I respect why he's there. But at the same time, I'd really like to see how the game worked and how the game played out, and uniquely see exactly how valuable my drops are compared to other people's, knowing that I have an advantage with a certain gun or something else. I'd really like to see how this game would play out in that means. But realistically, it's never going to happen. And I felt like bringing this topic up because it is time for change. It may not ever happen because he's such an important part and integrated into this game so deeply that realistically it's never going to change. So like I said, it's not going anywhere, and there's nothing you guys can do about it. So all those people complaining about XUR, embrace it. Deal with it, because you've probably used him before. So it's about that time, Guardians. I want to know your opinions, and I want to know what type of player you are. Like I said, there are many different people that benefit from XUR. I want to know what you guys think and what you feel down in the comment section below. Are you conflicted like me? Like you'd like to see the game the other way, but you're okay with it because it benefits your friends? Are you one of those people that just really wants him gone and doesn't want anybody to have the benefit of him? Or are you one of those people that is very, very struck for time and has to use somebody like him to level the playing field? Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll definitely be keeping my eye on the comments, responding to you guys as I go. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Toss a like on the video if you enjoyed it, controversial or not, and subscribe for more Destiny content, guys. Stay moist.